What's up everybody, it's Leon, and as you can see, we pulled a new toy. So, Skogul, such an interesting unit. A lot of people say that he's essentially like an HP type Lucian, which is true, kind of is true, because we'll take a look at his skills here. His second skill throws the weapon up in the sky and shares damage with all enemies by the amount of your max HP on your next turn. This can't be counterattacked, yeah. So whenever the rock is up in the air, his defense increases by 50%. That is crazy. So this is an incredibly tanky unit. Coupled with that, you have the defense leader skill, which is always helpful. And on the first skill, you have attack bar decrease, and that goes up with skill ups. So we have him fully skilled up here, as well as we have some pretty decent stats, and I'll go through the runes here. But first, let's talk about sort of what I recommend for Skogul. I've used him for about a day now. And so you want HP percent on 2, 4, and 6, of course. So this is what I'm running right now. Just double sets here. So I got Endure, Nemesis, Shield, and I'll go through here real quick. So still could use some improvements, but this is kind of as good as I could do on such a short notice. So there's his runes. A lot of people build them with Vampire, like Vampire Nemesis is another really good build that a lot of people use. But to me, I feel like, you know, so long as you prioritize HP percent as best you can, and as long as you get speed, resistance, and defense in there, I think you're all good. So we're going to check him out in Giants, we're going to check him out in Arena, and RTA, and R5. That's the other one we're going to do. We're going to take him into R5. So let's get started here. Okay, so this is my traditional Giants team that does really well, generally about a minute runs. And the reason why I use Leica here is because he can't die with one hit when the boss swipes. So instead of using Leica, we're going to use Skogul. So he's going to take place of Leica, and he's not, there's no way he's going to get one shot by the Giant, no way. So we're going to use him for that. The cool thing about Skogul is he does so much damage, right? And he's tanky. So that's the cool part. But whenever his Atlas Stone, whenever it's on cooldown, you're not using it, it's already, you know, the stone's already come down, the damage is done. The only thing he has going for him is the attack bar reduction on the first skill. And so, in a sense, he's kind of useless until that skill comes back up, because that's the only damage. It would be a little bit different if his first skill scaled with his max HP, but it doesn't. So the only skill that does is the second skill. Okay, so we're on the boss here. This is just kind of how I would use Skogul if I were to put him in Giants. So he, you know, his skill did a little bit of damage. It's not bad, but here his primary reason for being in here is he's so tanky that we know that no matter what happens, he's not going to be one shot by the boss. So overall, pretty successful. It's, oh, okay, I'm actually going to keep this. Not a bad rune. Not a bad rune. You know, that could be, that's like a potentially a 25 speed rune, so we're going to keep that. Okay, so now we're going to take him into Arena, and I just want to use my Sekhmet just for the HP percent leader skill. That's all we're going to use her for. She needs some love, let me tell you that. Her runes are not the best. Anyway. So we're just going to take her for the HP lead. Now my thought here is we're going to throw the Atlas Stone up, right? And then Rune is going to give a turn to Skogul, and the stone's immediately going to come down. Now before Rune goes, I'm actually going to use Gani to reset the Atlas Stone on Skogul, so that way he can use it again if we need it. So let's just go in and try it. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of this here. Yeah, I don't, Skogul is actually almost the slowest one on the team. So we're going to throw out the Atlas Stone here. Let's do this. Doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're gonna use Ganymede to reset the Atlas Stone on Skogul. And then, I mean, he's gonna go next anyway, but we'll just, for the sake of the video, we'll do that. And their team's almost dead. Took almost half of Ritesh's health. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now that we have Atlas Stone again, because Gany reset, we're gonna throw it up. I'm gonna put it on 1 speed. Okay, so we can use Gany to reset Skogul again, and that was not 1 speed. Whoops. My bad. Okay, so this is a different team that we can actually use Skogul in. My theory with this one is not exactly free to play, but you have any sort of stripper to replace Tiana, and then you have like Megan or whatever to replace the step. So here you're going to strip and then get attack buff, and then Shayna goes, and so she'll get a little bit of damage in there, and then Skogul can throw his Atlas Stone. And then, you know, there's no sustain on the enemy team, so once the stone comes down, we pretty much won. Okay, so nothing really to strip. It's just in case, you know, they have a Wusa and their Wusa goes first and you need to strip the shield. Okay, so we'll target Molong here, doesn't really matter. We just need a little bit of damage, so we're gonna throw the Atlas Stone. We'll put it on 1 speed because I don't know when he's gonna go. The main thing here is you don't want Skogul to be stunned because his Atlas Stone won't come down. Okay, so we're on 1 speed. He should move next. And, okay, about 10,000 looked like to me. So, not amazing. I just wanted to see what he could do, you know, with this sort of team. If your runes are better than mine, maybe this would have worked out. But, you know, Skogul is really nice for like arena offense against people without any sustain or heals. So really there's no sustain here. So once this next one drops, we pretty much have it in the bag. Okay, pretty much. Didn't get all of it, but I mean, let's just throw it up a 3rd time, why not? It's crazy, I love it. Okay, so here we're bringing in Skogul just to see what we can do in RTA. This doesn't look too promising, actually. We'll go ahead and go for the HP lead. Well, actually, let's give the leader to Skogul. We'll just see how this goes. Okay, so this will be an interesting match, because we have to get through the Wusa shield, and we don't have a strip here. So we will save Rikune's 2nd skill for once we throw the Atlas Stone up. And up in the air it goes. So Villagel actually plays a vital part here because we need to make sure that Skogul does not get stunned, or, I mean, the Atlas Stone doesn't come down. Okay, so Rikune's turn, we're gonna give the turn to Skogul. See if we can work on some shields here. And really didn't do a whole lot of damage. Of course, we still had to eat through the Wusa shield, and that's why. But the later Skogul goes in the match, you know, the more damage that he's going to be able to do. Okay, we'll throw the Atlas Stone up again. And he took a hit there, but Kamun's going to help out a little bit with his shield. We have I think we have about 40,000 HP on Kamun's shield. So, not too bad. Okay, and Atlas Stone is down. We still didn't get the Leica, though. Still didn't get the Leica. So as long as we keep Skogul alive, we might be able to do this. Well, not with not with the Theomars procs. Okay, we'll toss it up again. And can he survive? Okay, come on, bring it. Rikuni violence. So he it, and it comes down. We almost take Theomars out. So, oh no, Fangyan. Rip. Okay, so we were able to win, but just barely. That was actually a really long RTA match. There was too much sustain on that team for Skogul to really be effective, but we'll try again. Okay, so this will be another interesting one. I don't know if it's gonna work. There's not a lot of sustain besides Perna on the enemy team, but we don't have immunity. So as soon as Skogul is stunned, then the Atlas Stone, I mean, it's not gonna do anything. So as long as we can make sure that Skogul does not stay stunned, I think we should be okay here. And the violent proc from Ganymede. It seems like every first turn violent Ganymede, always violence. Okay, so let's do this here. Can we resist the stun? 100% resistance, cannot. Take out this Lightning Emperor. Okay, so tossing the Atlas Stone up. Make sure we get rid of the Lightning Emperor. I don't want him to like go crazy or anything. Alright, let's get some glance on the enemy. Let's see how much damage we could do with this stone here. Ooh, perfect time for Unwanted Harmony. Perfect time. Love it. Okay, so now Ciara is down low. Can we take out Ciara? She misses. 100% resistance. Finally resist the bomb. I'm surprised they didn't use Ethna. Okay. And we reset Perna. Easy win. Easy win. Calculated. Love it. Okay, so you know, even the later that Skogul stays alive, the better, because the more damage that Atlas Stone's gonna be able to do. So that was kind of a cool match. I didn't know if we were gonna win that one or not. Okay, so me and Red are going to use our Skoguls. So he actually has his on Vampire, Vampire Nemesis, and we have ours on Shield Indoor Nemesis. So we'll see how it works in R5. Now the reason I brought Velajul was so that we could have immunity in case anything happens. We want Skogul to not be stunned. So we'll see how much damage we can do here. He didn't throw up his Atlas Stone right away, but here it goes. Now that it's up in the air and he has that sort of like wavy aura on him, he gets that increase in defense, which is really helpful for any front line. So it comes down here soon. Well, we phased him before it came down, but we'll see. Okay, 43,000 on R5 boss. Love it. So if you're going to run Skogul for damage like for R5, I would really recommend either taking like a cleanse and immunity, or you know, a double cleanse team, because he really needs to stay away from being stunned. Also, it helps that he doesn't get oblivioned, because then he loses that 50% defense increase, which, you know, is important if you're running him for R5. So I would definitely recommend a double cleanse team. And like I said, you know, the more resistance you have, the better. So with this set, we actually have 100%, and he's close to 200 speed with 40k HP. So it's actually a good candidate for frontline. And let me tell you, I'm pleased with it so far. I haven't used them in R5 yet, so this is interesting. I mean, he's doing the most damage out of anyone on my team, so can't complain. And on Red's side, let's see. Yeah, his Skogul doing a lot of damage too. So ours is going to be pretty similar because we have about the same HP. So, all right, and just like that, it's over with. So I don't know if this is going to be a new best time. I don't think so. Yeah, not quite, but I mean, still reliable damage if you can bring it with some cleansers. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with him. I think he's an awesome, fun new toy, and he's definitely going to be fun in like Guild Siege. Guild Siege and RTO is what I was really looking forward to. So, all right, well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a while since I've uploaded, and I am planning on doing a little bit more here on the YouTube channel. So we've been streaming a lot on Twitch. I'm going to include my Twitch link down below if you want to come follow the stream. We stream on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights. And so I will post the schedule and the link to my Twitch down below if you want to come hang out on stream sometime. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you pulled Skogul, congratulations. I think he's an awesome new unit. I'm very, very pleased with him so far, and I think you should be too. So anyway, catch you guys later.